everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today this video is a little bit different than traditional videos that I typically do. I do this natural, holistic cleaning videos and cooking videos and living and DIYs and things like that. Everything to bring us back to the basis, to a simpler lifestyle on a budget, of course. But I wanted to bring up some things to you. I wanted to go over some tips, some tricks, of some different things you can do right now before the new year to kind of, to gain control of your health. And I think this video is important because we really need to focus on things that we can do today to prepare us for tomorrow. Especially these last few years. So this video is not to lecture you or to tell you how to live or anything like that. It's just to kind of inspire you. Hopefully you can do some of these tips, and then also to remind myself of these things so I can get back on track and not just make it a New Year's resolution. So I wanted to do this video to hopefully encourage and inspire you to maybe discuss some things with you. So, and then also to give myself some accountability as well. So my first thing that I would like to inspire you to do more of is incorporate more fruits and vegetables into your diet. Now, I know some of you will say, vegetables aren't my thing, or fruit, whatnot. There's the FDA that regulates so much fruits and vegetables that you need a day. And basically what I want you to do is take an honest look at yourself and say, okay, do I get the required amount of fruits and vegetables? And I don't think it should be required. I think it should be unlimited, and to incorporate it in as much of your lifestyle as you can. And this is something that I'm trying to do more of. I do it with my children, I do it with my family, but this is a great way to save money. So if you can, instead of in the morning, don't grab or buy even some of the processed fruit bars or cereals or oatmeal and things like that. Maybe buy more vegetables and fruit to incorporate in your breakfast. And then as far as lunch, do the same thing. Make a salad. With dinner, maybe incorporate 2 vegetables along with your protein, or maybe eliminate that main source of protein, animal protein, and incorporate and find more fruits and vegetables that have protein in it, such as broccoli. Maybe make some type of broccoli stir fry or casserole or something like that. And I have tons of videos on how I incorporate fruits and vegetables into our meals and things like that to hopefully encourage and inspire you cooking and preparing with whole ingredients. You don't have to spend hours in the kitchen to do this, making a salad and things like that. So you can always meal prep, clean and wash and cut and slice and dice everything on Sunday, and then you have it ready to go for your work week or school week. So let's try to incorporate, if you're eating or having 2 servings of fruit and vegetables a day, maybe up it to 3. Another thing is skipping processed sugary drinks and maybe that cup of afternoon coffee with a glass or mug, like I'm doing here, of green tea. Green tea is so beneficial to you. Yes, there is a little bit of caffeine in it, but it's way better. And you could sweeten it with honey or some other sweeteners. I personally just like mine plain. You can maybe even put a little bit of flavoring in there if you want, like lavender green tea or rose green tea or something as simple as that. Loose tea bags are going to be a little bit better. But tea bags that are already assembled and in their bags are just fine too. Just, you want to find things that aren't bleached or have any, synthetic things in there. So when you're steeping it in like 100-degree water, it's not going to leach any of those chemicals in your good cup of tea. So really incorporate green tea. Green tea has something in there, some things in there that help boost your happy hormone, and it makes you more pleasurable, and it kind of reduces your anxiety. So, and I always feel a warm cup of tea always soothes me and calms me down in the afternoon if I'm anxious from the morning, festivities with work and kids and home life and things like that. So my first two tips are like, whoa, Jennifer, I cannot even think about incorporating those. Try to incorporate my third tip, which is gratitude. And I know this is one thing that I'm trying to do daily, because I will be grateful here and there. And especially this time of year, we're in the grateful season of fall, but finding opportunities in your day to be grateful, thanking someone, writing down the things you're thankful for. Yes, we're thankful for health and home and jobs and things like that, but finding things that are negative and finding gratefulness in it. So maybe that traffic jam is, not something that's pleasurable right now and you're not grateful for, but maybe finding the great, what is in it that you are grateful for. Yeah, you were in a traffic jam and maybe you didn't get to your destination as quickly as you wanted to, but you're grateful for the personal, private time that you have in your vehicle, just reflecting on life or listening to that podcast or that book, that audiobook. Just find things in everyday life to be grateful. I like to do this. I try to do this more so in the evening so I can kind of reflect on the day of all the opportunities that I'm grateful for. But then if you are throughout the day and you realize, oh, there's something in the morning, thinking if you believe in a higher being, or thinking, whoever is contributing to that moment and what you're thankful for. My next tip is probably the one that I really need to work on. So yes, I am incorporating fruits and vegetables. I am drinking my green tea. I am showing grateful, but turning off technology before bed is something that I struggle with. I'm always either looking on Pinterest, I'm looking up thoughts in my head, ideals in my head. I have a movie going or a podcast going or something like that. Just really turning off the noise at least an hour to 2 hours before bedtime and really honing in on your bedtime ritual and finding things that bring you peace and joy and don't clutter everything up. If there's, out of these 6 tips, if this is something you're struggling with, maybe you can let me know in the comments below and we can maybe be accountability partners, because I really, really need to do this. And I hope this encourages you to turn it off. I think we'll get better sleep. We'll feel better in the morning. Our head will be more clear. Our anxiety will be lower and our stress levels will be lower. And that's the ultimate goal, is for us to get a good night's sleep so we can start the next day with flying colors and everything we need to have a positive day. And finally, last but not least, and I live in an area that I get 4 seasons. So I get fall, winter, spring, and summer. Sometimes they kind of roll together. Sometimes one's a little bit messier than the other, and sometimes one is more extreme than the other, but that's getting outdoors. Yeah, I did not say exercise here. You notice that I did not say exercise. You did not hear me say exercise, but just getting outdoors and walking. If you're a runner, running, just getting out there, breathing the fresh air, getting that vitamin D is just going to be so beneficial to your overall health. If you have weather that is nice or better this time of year, this is a great opportunity to maybe try bike riding, or if you have snow, skiing, but getting outside. And I'm not talking about just in and out to get the mail. I'm talking about really getting out there, breathing the fresh air, paying attention to the trees and the clouds and the birds and everything. There's just so much. I know these last few years have been really hard on me emotionally and mentally, that I found getting outside in my garden. That's why I'm so big into gardening, and of course my chickens and animals. But it was an opportunity for me to get outdoors with them, with all of my living creatures, from my plants and fruit and my animals, to really get outside and breathe and take the opportunity several times throughout the day to get out there. So I really encourage you, if you have small children, get them outside, bundle them up, lather on the sunscreen, whatever you need to do. But get outside and, take that brisk walk. I know the holidays are coming up, so maybe this will be a great opportunity, if the weather is nice, to get outside, take a walk with your family. I know when I'm with my kids, and we do outdoor things together, for some reason and my kids are teenagers, they tell me everything. They are telling me about their day and about their dreams and their goals and their hopes. So if you feel that you're stuck with a family member and you're not really breaking through with a family member or a friend, this might be an opportunity to invite them outdoors, maybe for a walk or for a bike ride or whatever it is in your area that you can do at this time of year. So finally, I just want to inspire you to do these 6 tips. If it's just one of them or all of them, I encourage you to, set a goal for yourself. I hope this encourages you and inspires you. And I hope it gives me some accountability to you guys to make some better choices, to do any of these 6 tips or all of them this season. I hope that this season's filled with love and joy, and we just find happiness in whatever we do. And is also for myself, I have dealt with a lot of issues, and I'm working through them, and I just want a more positive, hopeful future. And I think incorporating any of these tips is going to help with that. So if you are going to do any of my tips, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know. I'd love for us to create some ruckus and some noise here, and inspiring, encouraging each other to do any of these 6 tips. I do have a blog post if you want to read through it. Some of us are visual learners. I will link that below. You can also comment over there and let me know if you're going to try any of these tips. And I hope that I can inspire you to create a natural home on a budget by doing these 6 tips. And subscribe so you don't miss any videos from me, because I have a lot in store for you in the future as far as recipes and household cleaning products and some awesome future DIY gifts that you're going to want to do this holiday season. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any videos. If there's any video requests, let me know in the comments below. And you guys have a fabulous day, and I'll talk to you real soon. So long.